recording.
I'm just glad to be here.
Before I'm homeless.
That's right.
Yeah, we're both in.
I'm just going to cover up my arms so that the mosquitoes don't get me.
Oh, yeah. I thought mosquitoes only came out at night.
I thought so too, but to me, it landed on me and then it felt itchy. So I was like, it's got to be something that's biting. It's not a fly, so it's something.
Welcome to the Naughty Knit Wits, where we will endure being attacked by bugs.
Foreign objects.
Just so we can talk to you guys. We're always giving of ourselves. It's just, it never ceases.
So sacrificial.
That's us. That is us.
We will suffer through.
And suffer we shall.
And Michelle is suffering in pain, right?
I know, I'm sorry. It's not as bad right now.
That's
so
good.
Later today, yes, you make me feel better. She's my heroine. No, that's the, remember in Twilight?
Yes.
Wasn't that what he said?
Something
You're
like that. Something like that.
I don't remember. Yeah, okay, never mind. Kind of lost its...
I know.
You know.
Everybody else knows what we're talking about.
Or they don't, and they think, God, they're really weird. Like, they're really strange.
I was thinking we're weird.
That's true. That's
Nothing new.
Just coffee today, folks.
Yep. Thought about pouring in some whiskey.
Later, though. Later.
Yeah.
So this is our final podcast from Arlington Street.
Yep.
Goodbye, Arlington Street. Sorry, I'm
Sounds
trying
like
to do
a country song.
No. I was totally going for Yellow Brick Road.
Okay.
You know, Elton John.
Yes.
But I mean, I can't sing, and so just have that stuck in your head instead
all
of
day long.
Baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark. Do you guys know that? It's
or what does the fox say?
That one I'm not even getting in my head because somehow I escaped it. Like when Tony, my grandson, was little.
Yeah.
It was Paw Patrol, Patrol, be there on the double.
Yep.
Or the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse one.
Yes.
I can't reach that one right now.
Yes.
But my granddaughter, it's Baby Shark.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It doesn't even make sense. The song.
Doesn't.
It just there's
like,
no.
Is the shark eating people? What's it doing?
I know. Why are we
scary.
spreading hate about sharks? Because we love sharks. So, I don't know. I think it's just. We need to stop.
That's not accurate. Don't sharks keep growing teeth? So like when they do the Papa Shark, Grandpa Shark.
Oh, does he have no teeth?
He has no teeth, and that's not accurate. So we're not even teaching
here again.
Yeah, inaccuracies.
Yes, on the children's sing-alongs.
That's right.
Okay, so this is our last. We have a few days before we will be out of here, and
on the road.
Yeah, homeless in transition. We're not really homeless.
That's right.
Bought an RV. It's set up in the shop, up in the property. And
nice.
And so the other day I posted a picture that a lot of people didn't like on Instagram. Imagine that, because I'm always doing that sort of thing.
It shocked me, really.
I don't always think things through.
And then I see the post and I think, oh man. She's going to hear it.
She's going to hear it. And hear it I did. So yes, I posted a picture of a mole that my husband had just by fluke been able to end its life. Mm-hmm. And I just want to say he did end its life in a very humane way. Yeah. Sticking it with a pitchfork is a lot better than, poisoning it and having it do a long, drawn-out, painful death, or, the way that a lot of meat processing plants deal with cows and pigs. But that's all beside the point, because we don't judge. But it was wrong of me to post it. It was in poor taste. I didn't think about it, because to me, moles are just vermin, and they're icky. And it was just like such a moment, like that mole has been destroying our yard for months.
Yeah.
But if someone posted a picture like that of like a little squirrel, I'd have a problem with it. So I apologize, and I thank you if you're one of the people that saw it and was just like, oh, Michelle, thanks for not being all judgy. I appreciate that, because I get tired of being judged. But on the other hand, I can admit when I'm wrong.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't have posted it. But all that to say, I am going to do a YouTube, more of a vlog, of our life. I mean, God, our life. You're like, please, frick, no.
Evolution
of
Michelle on the farm.
Of the farm girl.
City girl to farm girl.
City girl to farm girl. It is called Knit Wit in the Sticks. Had to still be the Knit Wit, but it's not the Naughty Knit Wits. It's not going to be nearly as fun, because Leslie won't be there.
Well, she won't be knitting on it, I don't think.
I might have to once in a while just to keep my wits about me.
True, yeah.
My
keep your
knit
sanity.
wits.
Yeah.
Literally knit wits.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I'll link it if I ever get it up and going. And if you're at all interested, because we don't want to spend a bunch of time on this podcast with me, painfully telling you about the tractor troubles or whatever. I mean, I don't know.
I think it's funny. I think it'll be good. It'll just add another, when we have nothing to talk about, which
That's
happens
true.
quite often
Sometimes
here.
we are at a loss for words.
It'll give us things to fill in.
That's right, filler. It's
Yeah,
just
it's a
good
filler.
Yes. So
It'll all be good.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this is it. Next podcast, we'll just see what happens, where it happens. Chuck, I don't know if I mentioned this on our last one or if we just talked about it, but the guy that we bought this house from has offered, because he doesn't live too far from here, offered that we could podcast from his house.
Oh, nice. Would he be there watching us, or would he be gone?
I think he wants to be right here in the middle.
I'm sure he does.
Chuck in the middle.
Yeah. Sounds like a sitcom.
It totally does. And it would be kind of funny to have him make a guest appearance. I mean,
I wonder what he would say. Do you think he'd have a lot to say or nothing to say? Do you
I think he'd clam up.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I do. It'd be interesting.
I don't really think we'll ever probably have him on as a guest.
Yeah.
But you might get a glimpse.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we're even going to go there and do it. I'm just saying I thought it was funny that he offered. Nice funny.
Yes.
But then I thought it would be funny if we actually took him up on it.
That would be
just
funny.
Like, okay, here we are, Chuck.
Yeah. Get out or come sit with us.
Exactly.
We're going to take over your living room for an hour or 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, I was thinking his backyard is nice. Yeah, I mean, at least through summer.
Lori's backyard's beautiful too.
I know, but if you're going to drive up to Longview, you can drive up to the
your
Sticks.
house. Yeah. Well, I think we will be because Bob wants to go up and see. So I think him and Michael can hang out and play farm life while you record.
They can play on the tractors and they can
chop
race,
something down.
Totally chop something down, burn something, blow
shoot
something up.
Whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Not something,
Yeah, no squirrels will be harmed.
No.
Can't guarantee no moles will be killed or not killed.
Oh boy, you guys probably have a lot of moles out there.
I don't know.
Who knows?
There's like everything out there. I know I'm going to have to protect my little dogs from predators.
Yes.
And we went to Carrie's the other day, and we were chatting, and it came up about ticks and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's like a whole new thing I'm going to have to deal with. That
I know.
Ticks have always really freaked me out.
Me too.
Yeah,
me too.
they're blood-sucking little parasites.
Yes.
And I don't want...
And they don't want to come out of your skin.
I know.
That's so
I've never seen one or had one.
I don't think I have either.
Because I don't go places where ticks go. Although they say, well, not here where we are. I haven't heard any tick stories, but Lori was saying, and she's not in a rural area.
No.
That just in their yard, they're like
they've been bad this year.
Yeah, like in her city or whatever. So I don't know what. I know the sun just came out behind the clouds.
Yeah.
And we're hoping it goes away because we do prefer cloudy weather,
especially for recording.
Yeah.
But it's pretty out. But so it'll be interesting where we record. We'll figure out something.
Yes, we will.
We will stick with this.
Yeah.
As long as you guys watch, we'll stick with
that. Exactly. And like we said before, we could be doing it from a car. Who
exactly.
knows?
It'll be fun. It'll be an adventure each time we do it. So.
That's for sure. Kind of like it is here.
It is.
It's not like we've ever had it figured out. Like,
no.
I mean, it's not going to be like a lack of continuity by us changing locations because even when we recorded in the very same spots, we ran into that trouble.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah. But with summer, I get the summer off because my sister's having Magnolia in a couple weeks. So
excited you're going to be off.
I know. It's so weird. She asked me yesterday, she was like, so what are you going to do all summer? I was like, I have no idea. I haven't had a summer off since he's been born. Yeah. So when I'd homeschool the girls, I'd always had the summer off. But
having the summer off with homeschooling kids is a different story than,
It's true. Yeah.
Because when you've got little kids, some of you know.
Yeah, it definitely is different. So it'll be fun just to... I don't know. I think it'll free up some time to go to your place, record,
free up some time to do lots of
figure things out. Yeah. It'll be good. So
we're definitely in a different stage right now because Renata, had moved out a while ago, and now Rebecca is out staying at Nick's.
Yeah.
Her brother until she goes to OSU.
Yeah.
And so that's weird.
Is it weird? Yeah,
it's really weird.
Strange.
Yeah.
Very strange.
I mean, I have to admit that like right now it's fine because there's just so much to do, and so whatever.
Yeah.
And she's having a great time. She's staying out at their place, and they just left out of town for a week, so she's dog sitting.
Nice.
So she's in heaven.
Oh yeah.
Because she's
placed herself.
kind of like me. It's like she doesn't mind being alone.
Yeah.
She's more extreme probably than I am as far as she takes more alone time than I do.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
She's also not married, so
yeah. Yeah.
If I wasn't married, I can't say. How,
yeah. Who knows? Who knows?
I don't want to find out. I'm not saying anything here. So anyway, well, shall we talk knitting for a moment?
Sure.
Before we get back to other stuff.
Sure. Why not?
Well, I'm just gonna, because this has been bugging me.
Mm-hmm.
Not that. So I had said, remember last time when I was like, oh, I'm going to just finish my whips before I start anything new.
Yeah. That was a lie?
It was just misguided.
Okay.
I have to take a sip of my coffee because I don't like it when it's cold.
Oh, I agree.
And it's only going to be warm for so long, so excuse me.
That's right, yeah. Excuse her while she slurps. Actually, she's a good drinker. I feel like I slurp more.
No, I've never heard you slurp.
Or I keep it in my mouth a little bit before I swallow it.
Really? Anyway.
So I feel like I feel like
gulp it.
If I just drank it, it'd be done and over with. But.
Yeah, but I mean, coffee's not really meant to gulp. I don't think it has to be sipped like daintily.
Yeah.
But I don't like.
It's not chugged like.
I'm not. Yeah, it's not like bottoms up.
Yeah.
Let's see who gets there first.
I know. I feel like you have to enjoy your coffee.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, you can't just include it.
It's more than just coffee. It's a part of life.
It is.
All right. So no, but someone on Ravelry, I think, pointed out that now with all this stuff going on with our move and all that stuff, I should actually cast something on, just like for a bright spot.
In commemoration of your move? Or
No,
just
more like you've got a lot of shit going on, so do something good for yourself.
Yeah.
And I like that idea, that do something good for yourself. Because,
whether
I never
you're moving or not.
Exactly.
Just do it.
I'm so selfless. So I cast on the mill wrap. Remember?
Oh, yes.
The big, huge mill wrap that I bought,
Yes.
I don't know, 12 skeins of yarn to do it with, and then I'm not going to use those.
Yes.
I decided I was going to do it with minis.
Perfect.
Because it would keep it interesting for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mindless knit.
Yeah.
And so it was really fun. I was really happy about it when I first started.
Yeah.
And I was really just like, this is awesome. I'm so happy.
Yeah. I love that bag.
I know I'm going to talk about this bag.
I really love that bag.
Well, we can talk about it right now.
Yeah.
The problem with doing that is that then I forget what I was talking about.
I know.
So,
just go with
stick
the mill wrap.
Okay,
We're on
sticking with the mill wrap.
Right now, yes. Come back to the bag later.
Exactly. So I got her started.
Nice.
And everything was going good.
Mm-hmm.
But then I realized, so I'm not going to give anything away, I don't think, with the pattern, but I have to explain to you guys what happened. Is you cast on a certain amount, and then every row, every right side row, you do an increase on both sides.
Okay.
And you do that for X amount of times.
Mm-hmm.
And then after you do it X amount of times, then you do increases on both ends every other right side row.
Okay.
Well, I did that, except that, so for the size I'm doing, I should have been doing increases every right side row for 70 rows.
Wow. Okay.
Well, I mean, actually 140 rows, but 70 times.
Okay. Yep.
Well, somehow in my head, I calculated that to mean that there should be 35 increases on each side.
Oh, wow.
Instead of 70.
Oh, wow.
So that's what I did. I did 35 on each side.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started doing the increases every other row.
So you're making up your own design.
I'm totally screwing with the pattern like we do sometimes. So then I get to the point where according to my calculations, I've now done you. So then you do it every other row like 19 times, I think.
Okay.
So I'd marked it and I had done it 18 times, and I was like, okay, so I'm there. I'm ready to go on to the next part of this pattern. But I decided to go ahead and count my stitches just to make sure I was on track. Well, I was dreadfully short. Like big time. We're not talking a couple stitches. I could do a couple.
A couple yarn.
No, I'm like, obviously I'm 35 stitches short, right? Because if I was supposed to do 70 and I did 35,
I'll just say
35 and 35, 70.
Yep.
So I need to do 35 more of the rows where you So my dilemma is, I think you guys know where I'm going with this. Do I rip back? Do I try to count down? So that would be, if it was 4 rows, 20 times, or 18, 19 times, that's a lot of rows. I'd have to go back quite a ways. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a lot of ripping out. Mm-hmm. And
how did you add your minis?
Magic loop or knot, whatever. Knot. Okay. No loop.
Okay. Okay.
It's all attached, so that's good.
That's good.
But that's a lot of ripping out. I mean, but this is a huge project. So I see both sides here. Like the person in me that's like tries to do the right thing is saying, if you're gonna do a huge project, do it right. Because
what would be the alternative if you don't do that? I mean, how would you fix it? You know what I mean?
What I'm thinking is just go ahead now and do the 35 more increased rows from this point.
Is there a back to that, or is it
well,
just
there
one
is,
piece?
But the way I'm reading the pattern is, I'm not entirely clear. That's my problem. Is I
don't. Will that screw it up if you have to do another section?
Right. So if I'm trying to make the back match, yeah, that would be a problem unless I did it the same way.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And I just did it that way. But you don't like all of a sudden do the back and attach it or anything. What happens is you knit, and then at some point you take some stitches off for your left shoulder, and then at some point you take some off for your right shoulder, and then pretty soon, and I don't understand it, I wonder if you're going up this way, and then, because what ends up happening towards the end of the pattern when you're doing the back is you're doing decreases instead of increases. Okay. So I'm thinking it must go, somehow you're working your way back up. Yeah. And so, okay, so let's say it's not even. Right. It's a big wrap. Does it matter?
It's hard to tell because, you don't want to think, no, it's not going to matter, and then do it and then go, oh, crap, it matters.
I know, because I wouldn't know that it mattered until I got to the end of this, 2,000 and something yard.
That'd be horrible.
I know. So really, I think I know.
Might as well go back. And the thing is, you haven't officially moved yet, so really, you'll be just start if you're commemorating your move.
No, I'm not. You're not. I'm not. No, this has nothing to do. It was just so that I would have something fun knitting wise to do instead of feeling like, okay, I've got to pack, I've got to do this.
Will this ruin your fun?
I'm thinking it might ruin my fun a little bit. Whenever you have to rip out like 80 rows of knitting,
oh my God,
it kind of ruins some of the fun. Yes. And then some of the fun of this was getting to add the new colors.
Now you're gonna be adding them a second time.
So it's not so new anymore. Right. But at least I don't have ends.
Exactly.
So I think that I know that the right thing to do is rip it out. But is there anyone out there that can convince me that it would be okay to not do that?
Well, it is your own knitting. You are the boss of your own knitting.
I definitely don't want it to be totally screwed up when I get done. Because that would be a total waste of time.
Well, and also it's kind of, you don't want it to be like an omen to you're moving. Everything's screwed up and
oh my gosh,
life is horrible.
We're making a huge mistake. We misread our pattern. It's too late. We already sold our house.
But moving forward, you want good things. Good things are coming, So rip it out now while you're in this house, and then as you're moving,
and then leave those bitter memories behind.
That's right.
I should do it right now.
That's right, on air. Yes, exactly.
I hate it when that happens.
I know.
And then I hate it when you know the right thing to do, but you just don't want to do it.
Oh, I know.
You know? So now I feel like going to Starlight. I know. I feel like going to Starlight and buying the stuff, the wool folk, to do that cowlancho that we saw. I already bought the pattern.
Well, there you go. But then what would you do with that? Would you lose interest in that, or would you still...
I think I would get back to this. It's just I feel so sad now. Yeah. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, all that work.
This was so fun.
Well, how many rows are each color? Can you tell?
I'd have to kind of count.
Because I'm trying to think, like, how much really are you going to have to rip out? Like, is it really, like...
A lot?
6 inches? Or is it just like...
And even if it was, like, 6 inches...
Right.
That's still very minute in the big scheme of this project.
Right, exactly.
Because this thing is huge.
Exactly. I know. That's what's kept me from
doing it
on a couple times. But I think I like your idea of the minis, because I feel like that is something that would keep you from getting bored. But it's beautiful.
About 12.
Okay.
About. So 12, 24, 36. Oh my God, it's going way back. It's like starting over. I'd just be starting over, basically. Oh, yeah, this is kind of sad.
Yeah. Could you, okay, so this is what you should do.
Okay.
Start over, but start with new minis. So it's fun, it's new minis, and then unwind that and have that join in at some point. You know?
Or, I'm liking where we're going with this. Yeah. I could undo this.
Yeah.
Then I would just have a magic ball or whatever you guys call those things.
Yeah.
And I could use it for socks or something.
Exactly. Use it for a hat. Use it for whatever, And then that way it's more exciting starting over.
Okay.
Starting with new minis.
Because I loved these, it was like, I just loved how it was going.
Totally.
I was really trying to be random because I'm not a random person.
Yeah.
I am with what comes out of my mouth, but as far as like thinking.
Or pictures you post on Instagram.
Pictures, but it's really, like, I did have this going, like, I loved how it was going from that to that to that, and then I was like, no, I got to change it up, otherwise it's going to look just like a fade or something. So I wanted the more contrast.
Yeah.
And, okay, that helps. I think that's a good idea. Start this over because I do like the idea.
Yeah.
But start with new minis because it would just be sad to go back and
have to redo it again. Because you wouldn't feel like you were really making progress until you were done with those again.
Exactly.
So then you just feel like it's forever.
Good idea. Leslie comes up with a winner.
Once in a while.
No, you often do. I'm just saying. You just solved my dilemma.
Okay. There you go. Only because I have experience with that. Because I started a baby blanket because Bed of Roses.
Excuse me.
Is it Catherine?
Oh.
I love her. I can't. I'm having a brain fart. I shouldn't have even thought of this because then I'm going to forget her name. I know it's a K. I think it's Catherine.
Okay.
Forgive me if it's not. She knit this beautiful blanket and posted on Instagram, baby blanket, and it was so pretty. And I feel bad I haven't knit anything really for Magnolia, and I'm like, I need to knit something. So I started. I dropped it again. So I was asking her about, what she knit it with and stuff like that, and I thought, I'm gonna knit this blanket. I don't know how to pronounce it, so you'll just have to see it.
I don't know why you can't pronounce that. What's wrong with you?
I don't know what's wrong with me.
Oh, no, you don't.
What?
I don't even want to say.
Okay. All right. Okay.
No, okay. I saw this La Knit, but I was seeing it through the paper, so I was seeing it backwards. And I was thinking, what is that? And then I was like, oh my God, it just says La Knit. Why can't she pronounce
so easy? So it's HJEM blankets. And she knitted out of Drops Flora, which I love that. And it's a very affordable yarn. And I could get it, online, order it. But then I was like, oh my goodness, I should have done more research. Sorry, you guys. I'm like,
what?
Yeah, I know. Michelle's moving. We're building a deck and putting windows in and painting all the trim on our house. So my brain is just like,
we both have really good
excuses. Stuff going on. Yeah, so that's my excuse this time. Yep. Anyway, I think I want to say it's fingering weight. I don't know what made me think it was fingering weight though, because the yarn that they knit it with is a 50-gram ball, 219 yards.
Okay.
So that would not be fingering. Right.
Not unless they used a bunch of them.
Right. So I don't know why. And the size needle, but the size needle was a 1.
Oh, maybe it's lace.
I don't think it's lace.
Well, have you Googled what kind of
Yeah. See, I should do that. Right. I should do that, and I didn't do that. So anyway, I'm a dork. So I cast on with a different Drops, and I didn't bring it with me. I should have, so that you guys could see what I'm doing. And I was liking it, but I had 3 skeins of it, and I was like, there's no way this is going to be enough. Like, 1 skein did, that much of the blanket.
Oh, dear.
So, so I was like, this is going to be ridiculous. So then I thought, you know what, I'm going to do 2 strands of fingering together and do it. So I started doing that, and then what I was going to do was just change colors.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the start.
I love that color.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's these 2 together.
Oh, nice. I like that.
Those 2 together, so held double. Just a pink and...
So like a DK.
Yeah. And I'm doing it on size 6 needles, which I think, they didn't call for 6, obviously.
Did you say it called for a 1?
Yeah.
Wow, so you're really... Talk about changing a pattern.
I know, exactly. But then they say if you knit the blanket with the yarn they call for on a needle, US size 6, with a gauge of blah, 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 then they tell you the size of the blanket. So, I mean, blankets anyway, you can knit however you want. You know what I mean? It's not really... But part of me, when I see this picture, and when I see Catherine's on Instagram, I'm like, Oh, it's so sweet and delicate and nice.
Well, you know what? Well, I don't know
if I love this.
I do, and you know why?
Why?
Well, because I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Catherine, assuming that her name is Catherine.
I know.
The Bed of Roses gal.
I feel so bad because I love her. I love her. I want to live in her house.
I know.
That's how much I love her.
Her colors, like whenever she posts a picture, her colors just speak to my soul.
Oh, she's amazing.
They're just so beautiful.
Yeah, Catherine. Yes, I was correct. Thank you. Bed of Roses.
Awesome.
Yes, all of her stuff is amazing. And so, this was the picture of the blankets. And it's just gorgeous.
Oh, yeah, that's a great color.
And so, I loved her yarn. Yeah, she's Drops Flora. It's a wool alpaca blend. Let me look up Drops Flora and see what weight it is.
Let's just see this thing through to the end.
Yes, so that everyone knows.
Yeah, we don't like to leave any stone unturned
because
here.
I don't know.
Okay, we're going to do
Drops
it.
Flora.
I'm going to do this with you guys.
Yes. Oh, you're ripping it out? All right, rip it out.
It's the right thing to do.
It is the right thing to do.
I know it's the right thing. And you had the best idea about just starting with new minis.
Okay, it says it's a fingering.
Okay.
It's a 4-ply fingering that she did it in. So I think that's where I got the idea of I'm just going to use fingering.
Okay.
But part of me is like, would I like the blanket better if I just did a single strand of fingering? But then that would take me forever.
Yeah, I mean, no, because why would you like it better just because you're thinking because it would be more like...
Well, it would be minis. Like, I'd use a whole bunch of minis, which I was going to do it with this anyway. I was just going to hold 2 strands and keep going with different 2 strands held together.
That's great.
Which makes it thicker.
Yeah.
But part of me was like, if I did 1 strand, it would be drapier and more delicate, Whereas the Drops Flora is more... I don't know how to describe it because it's not delicate, but yet hers looks so beautiful. I don't know how to describe it in the right way. I don't know, like part of me loves the single color. It just looks very pretty.
I know.
And it's houses. That's what the picture is on the...
Oh, really?
They're supposed to be like little houses.
Oh, that's cute.
So anyway, I don't know. So Catherine's made me confused.
Do you think that H word means house in some other language?
Oh, maybe. You know what? You're probably right.
Check out the
break. Doesn't say.
Yeah,
but,
it doesn't say.
It probably does. So anyway, I don't know. So I'm kind of in turmoil because I'm like, I love hers. And I'm like, should I just order the Drops Flora and just do that? Because I love the look of hers and I love the look of the picture on here.
I know, and I think that happens more like I love all the skeins of yarn that are like these pretty speckles and these things. But when I see finished projects in just a solid or a tonal kind of color, I'm just really drawn to it.
I know, and I thought a really pale. I don't know if Drops Flora has like a pale pink, but I thought, oh, that'd be so pretty, like a dusty pink. I have to find out if they do. They probably do. But so part of me is like, okay, do I order yarn when I have all these minis and I have a bunch of fingering weight yarn that I could? But then part of me thinks maybe I would just do a single strand and just keep doing minis and change colors, and so because that will give me the drape I want and the kind of the delicateness of it. Whereas I feel like this isn't as delicate. It's more, thicker. It's pretty.
It's pretty. But okay, so if you want it to be drapey, then I think you better just do...
Or go up several needle sizes. That would make it more
That's
drapey,
true.
But
that's true.
I don't know. So I'm just on the fence.
We're full of problems today.
I'm totally full of problems.
I meant we.
Yeah. So
not just you.
No. So I don't know. And so I still have the other one on the needles that I used the Drops. It wasn't Flora. It was some other one that I had. And it's in like a gray color. And it's pretty, but I would literally have to order like, I don't even know how many more skeins of it. I mean, it would be a ton because...
Right, because if you're knitting a blanket out of fingering, it takes a lot of yarn.
It does. Which I have tons of fingering, so I'm like...
I know, and that's why those scrappy blankets are so awesome.
Yeah.
Even though I haven't worked on mine in a long time.
I know. So I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence on that. But I'd like to get it done because she's due like July 1st. I mean, not that she'll be here July 1st, but that's when she's due.
Well, your blanket.
I know. So it's like I feel like I need to get on something, get something done.
Well, you can do a very delicate looking blanket with a thicker weight yarn if you use one of those very pale, like a cream or because I think there's something about those colors that make it look delicate. Because I remember when I knit Rochelle a baby blanket for one of the girls, and I did it in a cream, and it wasn't even like the most expensive, luxurious yarn, but the blanket looked like antique, just because of the color and kind of the lace
lace makes it look a little bit more vintage almost. So, and there is something to be said for that too, just using cheaper yarn that's acrylics and it's washable. It's whereas this stuff, it's super wash, but
you know, blankets, if they use them, take such a beating.
They do.
The blankets that I've knit for my grandkids have been very expensive. And labors of love. And you know, there's been a few times where I've seen them on the floor of the car and stuff. And but I think they're using them.
Right, exactly.
And so that's what I like to see. And so does it make more sense to just buy a less expensive yarn? It's all in what you want to work with, I think, really. Because if you could work with a yarn that you liked the feel of that was more of an, because I know you've just recently used one that felt really nice, that was a it was for something you were doing for her. You were working on something for her, a sweater or something.
No, it was a blanket. It's a crochet one, circular one, which I still have to buy more yarn for that one.
All right.
And I wasn't loving the feel of that. I loved the look of it, but it was almost, I would have had to go up several hook sizes because it still was feeling more like a rug. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't.
Weren't you doing a sweater for her? Didn't you start it last episode? Didn't she have a sweater?
Yes, the pink one. Yes, I do.
Is it still part of your life?
It is. I have not worked on it at all.
Oh, okay.
No, I need to get on that.
Because that was a nice feeling. And that wasn't a real spendy one, was it?
No, and I think that one would, that yarn would definitely make a nice drapey blanket too. So, I don't know, I'd have to go back to Twisted, because that's where the yarn is.
Oh, okay.
Or go online. So anyway, I don't know, I feel like it's funny, I have so many things on the needles, and I'm like forgetting what I mean, like that sweater, I'm like, oh yeah, I have that on the needles, I have a couple shawls on the needles. I just feel like I'm like, I need to, I don't know, several times a year I feel like I have to like go through all my knitting and reorganize and like make sure things are in bags and like put an order somehow.
It'd probably help if you had more bags that you could keep things in.
Right. I don't have enough bags. I don't know, I feel scattered, like it's not orderly, and so then I'm forgetting to work on things because it's out of sight, out of mind, and if it is, then I don't get it out.
You would think that the baby sweater might not be as out of sight, out of mind when your sister comes around.
I know. But I guess I look at it like she ain't wearing it till fall anyway. I guess I feel like I have time. Yeah. Whereas the baby blanket, I feel like, I want to have a baby blanket. It would be
nice to have the blanket done right from the start.
Yeah. So if everybody can think of my sister when she goes into labor, I asked her yesterday, I said, so Emmeline, my daughter, was asking me, she said, well, Mom, are you going to be in the room when she delivers Magnolia? Because I was in the room when she had Ev. And I said, well, I don't know. I haven't asked her. You know, she hasn't asked me, so I don't want to like presume or anything. And so I asked my sister yesterday, I was like, so, do you want me in the room or not? I said, if you don't want me, it's totally fine. I get it. I understand. I just, I want you to know that I want to be there if you want me there,
Yeah.
And she was like, yes, I totally want you in the room. She goes, I don't know how Ev will do, because Emmeline said, Mom, I'll watch Ev. I don't care, I'll watch him so you can be there. You know? So we're going to see how it goes. So if any of you guys think about it, hope and pray that he stays with Emmeline and is okay with that, because I would love to be. That was such an amazing experience.
Oh, I can imagine.
Amazing. So I would love to be in the room when Magnolia is born too, but it all depends on how Ev does and if he's okay without me.
Okay, yeah, because you are his number one.
Yeah. Next to his mom, it's like, I feel like, and his dad's available too to take him.
I wondered about that. I wondered if, why wouldn't he just maybe spend, but if you don't really know when it's coming.
Exactly. I mean, his dad is definitely a backup also, that can take him. So, I mean, it's not like Emmeline would have him the whole, 2 days. If it takes 2 days, I mean, Ryan, his dad, would come and get him and, type thing. So, but I really want to be able to experience that again, because who knows when I'll get to again. I don't know if my girls will be the type of girls that'll be like, yeah, Mom, we want you in the room when we deliver our children. So this could be my last, experience seeing a baby be born. And,
if I could get knocked up
I could be
and
there.
not have to have a C-section, you could be in there with me.
Thanks.
In fact, if you want to just go in a room and I'll just scream.
Okay, all right.
And call you names.
All right.
I mean, isn't that what happens in there?
Sometimes. I mean, it depends. My sister didn't.
No?
Nope, and I don't think I did when I had kids. But I had an epidural, so I felt great. I was like, just tell me when to push, and I'll push my guts out and get this baby out. So.
Pretty much literally.
Yeah, literally. You feel like that. But, so, I don't know. I would love to be there. But
I hope you get to be. That's awesome.
Yeah, I hope so, too. So, we'll see.
What about your mom?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, because you don't. Yeah. I mean, you just never know when these things are gonna happen. I mean, I did with my second one, but...
My mom was in the room when Keely was born, I think. Yeah, I think it was Keely. She almost passed out. So. I think it's different when it's your kid.
Oh my gosh, because you're
seeing your kid in pain, and you're seeing your kid So I don't know.
True.
I don't know how she would do.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. And I don't know how I'd be if I saw my kids having babies. I don't know. I guess maybe I can separate myself a little bit because my sister.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, because there's that little part of you that's like, yeah, you suffer for all
you've put me through. That's right. So I don't know, but we'll see. And it'll be a different experience. I mean, she'll have John with her, and he's,
Is he going to be in the room?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll be in the room. So it'll be interesting. We'll see how it happens.
Awesome.
But yeah. So.
Well, do you have anything else in that, or?
Well, I mean, it's so silly. I mean, I did finish my one sock, but didn't cast on my other. Well, I'm not even finished because I haven't done the heel.
Oh.
So, it's just a lone tube that needs to have a heel put in. So
it could be a tube sock.
It could be. And so I haven't even done the other one. I haven't even cast it on.
The sock feeling's just not there right now.
I know. Are you experiencing
I have been terrible about socks.
Yeah. So I feel like I need to get the other one cast on. And I don't like how I tried to work it to where it would end on this pink, and I had like 2 stitches of the yellow, and that makes me mad. I don't like that, but oh well, who cares? Yeah. So I need to get the other one cast on. I think it's because I finished this one on the 9-inch circs.
Yeah.
And I hated it so much that it's kind of gotten me like, I don't want to do the other. But knowing I can magic loop, I'm gonna magic loop the next one. It's okay, Leslie. You like magic loop? Then I have to convince myself to start the second one.
That reminds me, when I bought my case thing, I also bought a pair of the the Chow-Goo 9-inch circs just to try, just to see. And I started putting my second sock on them to see what I thought, and then I haven't even finished.
Oh wow! Okay. So you must not love it that much.
I can't say I was immediately in love.
Yeah,
but.
I kept giving it one more row, thinking, okay, now I'm gonna get it. It's gonna go quicker, and it just never did. It never felt comfortable. My hand would kind of cramp up. I don't know. It just did not feel good. And I was like, why am I doing this?
I know. Why are we torturing ourselves?
I like double point. I like magic loop. I have other methods. I don't need to do this. So yeah, it's kind of like, why do that? But I did get another skein from Michelle of the Ritual Dies, so I could work on my shawl some more. But I still think I'm going to run out of yarn. So I think I'm still going to have to be creative and just add different mohair. Well, this thing's huge.
Okay. It looks so awesome.
Oh, I love it. I screwed up on this last pattern row. Tried fixing it. Don't know how I screwed up, but I'm just going to go with it because if you
make a mistake in your knitting and you can make it work, do that. Don't do this.
Yeah, I mean, with this much, with the mohair, I don't think you're really going to see it. And it's just, I'm not even like, I'm probably halfway done.
Oh my gosh,
it's huge.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I love it. It's so beautiful. Soft, and it's all I want to work on. It's just fun. I love it because you have some patterning, and then you go back to just garter, which is just relaxing. And then right when you're getting bored with the garter, you go back to the pattern.
That makes me want to do that.
Oh, it's so,
because it's soft and cushy.
Yes, yes. It's going to be nice. So this is Johi Locatelli's latest shawl that who knows though, she comes out with shawls all the time.
I know, it might not be her latest.
May not be her latest. It's the, what's it called?
Why would we know that?
Why would I know that, you know? The Ziggy.
Oh, yeah, Ziggy.
And it's normally just knit with fingering weight yarn, 2 skeins of fingering weight yarn, but I decided to go up a couple needle sizes and pair it with mohair. So this is not what it would normally look like, you know. If you
Sure
did
is a good pairing. I love it.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So I'm using Carrie, who doesn't die anymore, her pink, whatever it's called.
Pink Whisper?
Whisper, I think it was called. Yes, and then Ritual Dyes. No, or was it Olan? Was it Olan? It wasn't Ritual Dyes. Was it Olan?
Okay, you're right.
Yes,
but that's,
it was. Yes.
Okay.
So the mohair is Olan.
I don't know how we got it. I'm the one that started that. I said, "Oh, it's Ritual Dyes." But
I know. I thought it was Ritual Dyes.
I can't be trusted because that's one of the reasons we went out to Carrie's. A large part of it was we were wanting to celebrate her birthday, but Carrie's babysitting 95% of my yarn.
Yes.
And so she's got bins and bins and bins of my yarn in her home, and we knew that Leslie needed this skein. We knew I had one of them. Yeah. And in my head, I thought I knew kind of where it was.
Right.
Of all these bins of yarn, I thought I had it in my head. You know, oh, it's with all my other mohair and it's not wrapped. It's in a bin that the yarn's not wrapped, and so then I find a bin here of yarn that I hadn't taken out there yet, and it had a bunch of my mohair. Mm-hmm. And so I text her, I'm like, oh, hey, problem solved. It's here. It's in Gladstone. And she's all excited. And then I have to text her back, false alarm. It's not really in this bin. Sorry. Yeah. So then we go out to Carrie's, and nothing that I said about my recollection of the yarn was accurate. Right. It was not with all my other mohair. Yeah. It was actually wrapped.
Yeah.
So I can't be trusted.
No, it's not, but we found it. So that's the important thing, because I was starting to like lose hope. I was like,
I know,
boy.
because we were going through all these bins, and all 4 of us were like, you know, we're
either gonna have to unwrap every single skein of your yarn, and that's not worth it. Yeah. So this is Olan. It's their obelisk colorway, kid silk mohair. So it's gorgeous. I love it. And I do have another skein of her mohair that's very similar but not exact. So I feel like if I have to, it's fine. I will find some skein that is mostly white with a little bit of pink.
Doesn't it seem though like this will just go on and on?
You think it does.
I know, because it's so thin.
But if you think about it, it's the same yardage as a fingering weight yarn.
So you think that doing that the way you're doing it is actually going to take more than 2 skeins of fingering?
I think, because I only have this much left. Because the pattern as written is 2 skeins of fingering weight yarn.
Right. But
I've gone up a couple needle sizes, paired it with mohair, so I'm making it a lot bigger. Okay. Right?
Yeah.
I think. So if anybody knows of any yarn that looks like this.
Oh, I have a skein.
Do you really?
I do.
Oh my gosh, your lifesaver.
Plus, I probably have some left because that's what I used in my shisui.
Oh my gosh, that would be a lifesaver. Because Carrie
has to find it again.
Oh my gosh. Carrie, you better start now. Yeah. No, because Carrie had looked and she didn't have any more of this. And so I was like bummed, because I was like, it's literally one of my favorite colors of all time. It's just this white with gold stellina or silver?
Whatever.
Silver, I don't know.
I think it's gold.
With just the palest pink throughout it. So it's just beautiful. Gorgeous. She should dye yarn just for this.
No kidding.
She should just, So anyway, I love this shawl. It's all I want to work on. So when people ask me what else I'm working on, I'm like, I don't know. This is all I want to work on.
But that's great, because now you have something that really makes you happy to work on.
It does. It's so soft.
And that's what this was for me. Ugh. It was like I was so happy to sit down and work on this.
It's amazing. And my phone keeps beeping.
We would not expect anything else to happen with your phone while you're here.
And then Catherine, Bed of Roses, so she's just an enabler, because I was complaining on our last podcast about this shawl, the Hap shawl. What is it called? Oh, you know what? I'm on the first page again. So that's again why I cannot tell you the name of it. That's so frustrating. My printer was not printing off the first page. But anyway, this Hap shawl here. I cannot remember what it's called.
Isn't it called Hap shawl?
I don't think so. That would make sense, but I don't think that's what it's called. I don't think. I don't know.
Well, I saw someone post a picture of their finished one of that, and I almost tagged you on it and said, look.
Well, I know Catherine's done it, because she was encouraging me. She was like, finish it. You will love it. Like she said, you will absolutely love it.
So are you going to stick with the colors you were using, or are you going to switch up?
That's the thing I struggle with, because I'm like, I know I will love it once it's finished, but I just don't know if I have it in me to do it in those colors. I just want to do everything Catherine does. So if I could just, know ahead of time what she's going to knit and the yarn she's using.
Well, did she did that though?
She did it, and she did it, I think, in a different kind of yarn.
Oh, well, there you go.
I want to find her picture, but I don't know.
You need to just copy exactly what she did.
I need to copy exactly what she did. But she said it's well worth it. Like, she said you will love it. And so, okay, here it is. Shoot, she has a picture, but I don't think she's talking about something else here. Not the, she did it in this creamy, dreamy off-white.
Of course she did, because those are her colors.
It's gorgeous.
So pretty.
It's gorgeous. I'm trying to find a finished picture of hers. Her Instagram is just amazing. I want to live in her house. She posted on Insta stories the other day, like video of her house and her garden, and her house is just gorgeous. Like, if it was an Airbnb, I would want to go there and just stay there for several weeks. Yeah, I don't know. It's just beautiful.
Okay.
I don't know. So anyway, I think she did it in this off-white yarn, and it's gorgeous. And so part of me is like, do I like the delicate off-white color, and that's what I should do mine in?
Just a local dental.
Yeah, people are yelling things.
I'm sorry, that's probably not okay to say either. Someone who has issues that they should probably be getting help for, but,
Yeah. He's the one that said hello to us earlier, though.
He is?
Yeah, he's the one that walked. Yeah, he said he loved.
And now he's on a bike?
He's on a bike, yeah.
He wasn't on a bike before, was he?
He wasn't on a bike before.
Wonder whose bike he stole.
I don't know. Hopefully he just picked it up and it was his. I don't know. Anyway, I could just look at her Instagram all day and just ignore all of you
obviously.
So I can't do that. But
don't mind us.
We're just distracted by Catherine's site. But anyway, so I'm still on the fence about that. I don't know. I just don't love the brown.
Well, you gotta love it.
I know. And that's the thing. I picture myself in this creamy off-white big hat thing, and I think that's what I need to do.
You need to do what you, and especially since you haven't already purchased all the brown, so it's not like you have that.
That's why. That's another reason I just bought two, because I thought, well, one thing, it's going to cost an arm and a leg to buy all of it now, and then two, I thought, in case I decide I don't love this, I can have.
That was good.
It'll be enough for a hat or something like that. I can do something else with it, but I'm not committed to it fully. So
definitely.
Yeah, so I think I will do the large-sized shawl, but just do it all in cream. I think that would look pretty. So,
it would be beautiful.
Yeah, so that's really all my knitting that I'm really just working on that shawl and trying to figure out the blanket.
Yeah.
So, what about you? Are you working on anything else? Not that you've had time.
No, I know, and I haven't, but I went up to the property with Michael the other day, and so I got to work on this while we were stuck in traffic.
Yeah, perfect.
And but whatever.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Yeah.
I've been working on that soft tea by Petra Breakstone or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm getting there. So I want to go to 18 inches.
Yeah.
And this is probably about 16.
Birdie. So
it's boring at this point. It's not showing up on there real good.
I know. So everything's getting blown out.
Not the best time to show you a picture of that, but this is yarn by Dandelion and Dogwood.
Yes.
It's Iced Cinnamon Stars. It's a sparkle.
So pretty.
I do really like that. Just bored with this. So, but I do want to finish it because I'm thinking it's something that I'll actually get to utilize this time of year.
Totally.
You know?
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to persevere with it, but
although it's so pretty, I mean, changing your lifestyle to living on a farm, do you think you'd wear something that pretty like that? Like,
yeah, because I'm not going to be out running around in the dirt all the time. Okay, when I went up there the other day, I got dirty.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, wearing something pretty like that with hand knitted.
Don't tell me I can't. I mean, really.
No, I think you still can't. It's just, it's going to be different. I don't know, it's going to be different.
Well, once we are in a house.
Yes.
Then it won't be as...
exactly. So you're preparing your wardrobe for your house.
There's times where I can still... Oh, God. Now my thing just went over there.
Oh, boy.
My big ball.
Your big ball.
Are you going to do it?
I can get it.
You're so nice. And I'm going to take this moment to talk to you guys about something really disturbing.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I know that dogs are animals and that they do gross things. Thank you.
Yes.
And I love Oso with all my heart. but it's not. I found out it's not unconditional.
Uh-oh.
I'm a little disturbed with him right now.
What is he doing?
He's been licking the other dog's buttholes.
Why? Is he lacking something?
Well, I don't know what one is lacking that makes him turn to that.
Is this something he has just started, or has he been doing it for a long time?
Well, I don't know. We just really caught him last night. So I don't know if he's stressed. But so I read about it online. I should never have to Google these things.
Oh my gosh.
You know?
Yeah.
Why is my dog licking other dogs' anuses? And it's a thing.
Oh.
And it's a thing that people are like, oh, well, you know, there's these smells that come from a dog's butt, and it's really not, like, that big a deal because it's this, that, and the other thing. And I'm thinking, the dog is licking another dog's butthole. That's, you
disgusting.
know, he's tossing their salad or whatever that thing is. I know. There's... okay, never mind. Rim job, isn't that it?
Okay.
No, that's from a movie that I saw.
I don't know.
Okay. It's not okay in my little world. And look at him, he's so sweet. He just... You know I'm upset about this. It's just not the same
disturbing.
Now. It's really disturbing. It's like, why do dogs have to do animal things?
Know.
He's
they're
like my child.
People. Yeah, they're supposed to be people.
It's like this little reminder that he's not really human. It just bugs me. Can you get
it's just like dogs that eat cat poo.
Or their own dog poop.
Disgusting
Whoa,
to me.
honey.
That grosses me out.
It's really gross.
Like what? How? Why is that even?
Oh, he's picked up poop in his mouth before when we've been out on a walk, and I guess I got past that. So it's just a little raw right now. I'm still traumatized.
My husband calls it kitty roca, or lawn fudge.
Lawn fudge, yeah. Oh, so. You're so sweet, but you've kind of fallen from grace.
Just to clean your mouth. Clean your mouth. Let's get him some doggy mouthwash.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
And now, I can't even look at the other dogs and say, I feel like they've been victimized.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Maybe that's it. Maybe he's just showing them who's boss.
Maybe. Is that something that it said? Like, is it some
like a dominance thing? Well, they do say that's why dogs sniff each other's butts, is to, you know, kind of, that's part of it. But I don't know.
Aren't you glad we're not dogs?
Oh, yeah. I'm not sniffing anybody's butt.
No.
I get enough of those smells just living with my husband.
That's horrible.
Not saying he smells like a dog's ass. Just
no. I just like one sometimes, but yeah.
No, he's a great guy.
He is.
All right, so.
But he's moving you away to the country, so, you know.
Which I could end up loving.
I know. It's so funny because Bob, I think it was Bob, he was at, or maybe it was Libby, my sister. She was like, how do you think Michelle's going to like it? And I said, I don't know. I could see it going either way. I could see her embracing it and loving it and thinking it's the best thing ever. But then I could see her being like, oh my gosh, what the heck? Like, I hate this. I don't know.
I feel that on a daily right now.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I feel like I'm totally fine with this.
Exactly.
And I'm just going with it.
Yeah.
And then other times I look around the house and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm moving out of here.
Yeah.
And I'm moving there.
Right.
And
right.
Yeah, so I don't know.
I know. I was like, I could see it going completely either way. I have no idea how you will react to it.
As silly as this is, and maybe there's something to this, but I feel like it's easier to take because I have all these people I can commiserate with.
Yeah, totally. You know, somebody to talk to about it.
I mean, I think that I don't feel like I'm going to be as isolated because I feel like, you know.
Yeah.
Well,
you have a screen to talk to.
I have a screen to talk to. I don't know why that is. It just makes it feel like I'm not in it just totally alone.
Yeah, exactly. And really, we're not that far away.
No.
I mean, add another 45 minutes, you know?
Right.
Takes me about 10 minutes to get here now, 10, 15 minutes, you know.
I know.
It's just another 40. And if we meet halfway, then it's only another 15 minutes.
Right.
So it's not bad.
Yeah.
If we both met halfway somewhere. We got to figure out where halfway is. Where is halfway?
I don't know, because I don't know Washington.
I know.
And we'd really want it to be the Washington side because we'd want to just go up 205.
Okay, yeah.
Because we don't, you know, otherwise you're going really through Portland, and that's no good.
Yeah, it's true.
But yeah, we'll figure it out. And,
yep. Make it work.
You know, Michael was saying the other day when we were headed up there about one of his former coworkers. He's officially retired now. Mm-hmm. So 28 years was good enough.
Yeah.
One of his friends actually had come by because Michael had let him borrow the trailer, and so he brought this beer like this one of those big, what do they call those things?
Growler or something.
He brought this big growler of this beer, and I don't know where he got it, but I have to find out because it was so good.
Wow.
And
nice.
so we all drank it, and then I was telling Michael, I said, well, if Justin, if he'll make the drive, he, make sure he knows he's totally welcome once we're, totally. Right now it would kind of suck for him. But, and Michael said, you lose your friends when you move.
Oh, gee.
And nice. I know, and I'm just looking at him like...
you didn't just say that.
Do you understand the implication of what you're just saying? You're just basically telling me that this is the biggest mistake of my life.
Right. Right.
But he says, well, you won't. And I guess that's true because you have to make the effort.
Yeah.
I mean, it's true that you have to make some effort. And maybe guys... I don't want to lump all the guys together and say that they just don't make that effort because I don't think that's true. No. I think he's just trying to prepare himself that his friends won't. It's kind of like what my dad, when he retired, he moved to this part of California coast that's just a horror to get in and out of. Yeah. And that's we're not doing it that bad because at least this isn't like hairpin
middle of nowhere.
Right. It's just but. Yeah, I think he's just preparing himself. But
how much do his guy friends visit him now?
There is that.
I mean, that's the thing. Yeah. To me, if you don't have your guy friends visiting you now, what's going to really change?
That's true. Yeah.
So I think you just have to make more of an effort. It has to be planned more. It can't just be, hey, I'm going to stop by your house. It's like me. I don't come over to your house all the time. No. Like even now, you live in 10, 15 minutes. We pretty much podcast together. You come over occasionally to sit with me while Ev's napping. Yeah. But we both are so busy that it's not like we can, So I just feel like it's going to have to be more planned. Yeah. And thought out. And that's okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's totally fine.
We might see each other more often because we're making more of an effort.
Exactly.
And these days with, texting and all that kind of stuff, you never have to feel like you're really apart from someone.
No, exactly. Exactly.
We're just trying to work through this.
No, and I feel like, too, like, if we do say, let's just meet halfway, does it mean I'll go to your house all the time? No. But we can still meet halfway for lunch, meet halfway for coffee.
And then I'll come down here.
Yeah, and then you'll come down here sometimes. So I think, it may end up being that we actually see each other more often in some ways. Because I don't mind driving an extra 15 minutes if we met halfway somewhere. Yeah. Like, that's not a big deal. That's not really much of a commute at all. So... heck, I drive that twice, when I pick up Emmy. Yeah. Or when I drive Emmy to school. That's to kids. It's a half an hour drive each way. So
there you go.
Yeah. So we'll make it work.
Since you can see better, can you get that? It's where it's just some sort of a knot. It's some sort of a problem you deal with.
Or is that the start of your...
I don't know what it is.
I think it's the start, your end.
So,
looks like the end.
So maybe I did weave in the starting tail.
Okay.
So that's what it's tail.
Might have to.
Okay, you don't have to deal with it.
I was gonna say might have to have a needle.
Okay, we'll get there. But I've almost undone that whole thing.
Yeah. See, it didn't take you long to undo it. No,
it's amazing how fast you can undo hours of knitting.
I'll need like a needle to poke under there.
So stay tuned to see what this becomes. Yes. Because it's not going to be the mill wrap again.
Yeah.
It'll be something different.
See, the mill wrap's another one that I have on the needles but have not touched.
You don't like the yarn that you picked.
Yeah, I think I like your idea of doing the minis. It keeps it interesting.
It does. Because like the whole blanket thing, I love the idea, and I will not give up on my minis blanket. Yeah. But blankets are really hard for me to just work on because like they just go on and on, especially the mini blankets. They just go on and on because they're huge and it's fingering weight yarn. Like if you're doing a baby blanket out of fingering, that takes a long time,
but not as long.
But these huge blankets, I am so impressed with people that just whip those out.
Well, that's why I like the crochet ones,
because they're faster.
Because those are fast and fun. To me, I feel like I can bust out 3 or 4 rows and then I'm changing to a new mini, and it's just, I love those. But I feel like, how many of those can you have in your house? We already have 2 or 3. 2. So I think Emmy has one that I made for her, and then I made Keely one. So I think we have 2 in the house. And I could easily do another one because I love them. They're just fast, and
that's why so I don't know. I just like crocheting. I guess once you get doing it, it's fine. There's just something about those 2 needles clicking together that I find so just soothing. I love it. Yeah,
I do too. I guess I just like the speed of it. And it's weird with the crochet how I don't feel bad if I put it down for a while. Okay. And then pick it back up because I just leave it in a basket by my chair. Yeah. And if I feel like doing it, I do a few. But I guess when I'm knitting a blanket for someone else, like Magnolia, I feel like I have to get it done. Right. And I don't feel like I can just set it down and touch it later. I feel like I've got to get it done, and I don't know why there's that difference, between crochet and knitting, feeling like I have to get it done versus this is just an ongoing, whenever I finish, I get it done.
Well, if you were crocheting a blanket for the baby, I think you'd feel like you needed to get it done because you don't want her to be like 12.
But maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should just crochet her.
Totally just crochet her.
That, whatever that blanket's called. What's it called? It's just called your basic.
The corner to corner or the other one.
I haven't done the corner to corner. I've done the other one. But just do that because that would use up minis.
It would use minis.
It would be fun. It would be fast, and I would enjoy that. Okay, that's what I'm doing.
Just
solve my problem.
We're
solving all kinds of problems today.
So, climate change.
I can't begin to solve that one.
No. I had crocheted my dad a blanket a long time ago, and it went super fast. And I used big bulky yarn and stuff, but he loved it, or at least he said he did. And I liked how fast it was. Yeah. I don't know. I guess I could try the crochet thing again and just see if I can embrace it. And it's funny. I'm not tempted to crochet anything else. I just like that blanket. I feel like it's really pretty. I love how it's funny how yarn looks different knitted versus crocheted. Yeah, it is amazing. So it's the only thing I really crochet is blankets. I actually like a lot of looks of the different crochet blankets. I feel like my tension's not consistent with it, obviously, because I just don't do it enough. Yeah. And when you get to the end and then you have to do those chain things and then make sure you get back into the right thing, and it's a little bit like...
You can fudge it, though, a little easier with crochet. True. That's what I like about crochet. I feel like it's more forgiving a little bit than knitting. But...
we should try crochet again.
I know. And then there's patterns I see that I think, that would be pretty, Yeah. But I don't have the mental capacity right now to feel like I could learn.
I like those. Totally I can totally speak knitting. I can look at any knitting pattern and I understand it. Yeah.
It's not a foreign language.
Written out, whatever. I totally get it. I know exactly what it's saying. Yeah. Those crochet ones are completely mysterious to me.
Yeah, no, I know, me too. It's a foreign language.
It's a total foreign language, and I just don't think I can get it. Yeah. I think I just can't.
No, I know. So. I think we could. We can teach ourselves anything. It's just the time, and you have to really want it. Yeah.
And I think you'd have to, forsake your knitting and really focus on that.
Dedicate yourself to...
And then I would miss knitting. So.
Exactly. Speaking of foreign language, I told you I'm going to Paris next June, right? Did I tell you I'm going to Paris?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought I had. So my daughter's school, which is very teeny tiny.
You'd mentioned that they were thinking of doing that, but I didn't know it was...
So she goes to a homeschool, tiny school out in Estacada, and it's a husband and wife that are retired teachers, and they teach kids in their home. So my daughter's one of their students, and they have 5 other students maybe. I mean, it's very small, but it's pretty much one-on-one teaching, So anyway, her teacher knows 5 different languages. She's lived in Paris for 10 years. She lived in Germany for a year. I mean, she's just a world traveler, knows all these languages. Her husband does too. So anyway, I had mentioned a while back, I was like, I wish you guys, because she goes to Germany all the time to visit her daughter. Her daughter lives in Germany. So I had mentioned, I was like, I wish we could, go to Paris, or something. So Emmy had mentioned it to her teacher. She was like, we need to take a class trip, and go to Paris or whatever. And her teacher was got all excited, and she was like, let me think about this, how this could work, So anyway, she's decided we are going to Paris next June, and we're also going to go to oh my gosh, now I'm having a brain fart. Let me look at the email real quick. So anyway, Emmeline, my daughter, she was like, Mom, I don't, I want to go, but she was like, I really want you to go. She was like, Emmeline has flown before, but it's been since she was a baby. Yeah. So she was like, I don't, I want you to go. So my husband and I talked about it, and I was afraid when I told my husband that I wanted to go, I was afraid he'd be like, oh, that's too much money. We can't do it. And I told him, I said, yeah, Emmy really wants me to go. And he goes, well, of course you're going. Oh. And I was like, okay. He was like, yeah, I'd prefer you to go with her. I don't want. And I said, well, what about you? Do you want to go? And he was like, no, I really have no desire to go. He was like, but I definitely want you to go with her. So I was like, all right. Okay, so then. We're going to also go to Vienna, Austria. Nice. That's where her daughter lives. Sorry. Okay. So we're going to visit all these places that I can't pronounce. Yeah. Her daughter works at a museum in Vienna. Let's see. I was trying to see if it would say which museum. Oh, the Albertina Museum. She works there. So we'll be able to tour that and do a bunch of other things.
That's very exciting.
So I'm excited. I'm scared to death to fly that far. I don't love flying. I tolerate it, and I mean, the quicker flight, the better to me. I don't love flying, but I'm excited to do that with my daughter. And, and it'll be literally like my daughter and maybe 2 other students.
Oh, wow.
So it's going to be amazing because I'm not going to feel like I have to like babysit or, you know.
And you're not part of some big, huge
No,
tour
exactly. It's not a huge, it'll be her teacher showing us all around Paris, and she knows it very well. So I'm excited, you know, because it's not just somebody who doesn't know what they're doing. Like, she knows where to go, what to do, what to say.
That's the kind of trip to go. Like, if I could go to another country, I would love to go to Germany. I just love, I don't know. But I would totally want to go with someone who, you know, I wouldn't want to go with a big tour group where you're just kind of getting the tourist. I'd want to go...
Somebody who knows the land.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel that way about anywhere that I'd go.
Yeah.
Like, it would be fun to go to a lot of places, but I'm not good at just finding the off the beaten path.
Right.
I don't want to go off the beaten path. Well, unless someone knows what path to go off on. So.
Yeah, and that's what she was saying. Like, she knows the good parts, you know, the parts to avoid, the parts. Yeah. You know? So I feel very safe going with her, and she's very fluent in French, and so I feel very good about going with her. So it's next June? Yeah, next June, so a year from
Are the dates set, or?
Yes. That's
so exciting.
So I'm excited because...
happy for you.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Yeah. It'll be interesting. I wish Bob would go, but...
No, you don't. It'll be great. No, I mean, I don't mean that mean.
No, I know. If he doesn't want to go, I feel okay then.
Yeah.
But we've literally never been apart for 2 weeks. It'll be about a 2-week trip.
Nice.
So I'm curious how he'll do because we've never been apart for that long.
Yeah, he'll be calling you a lot.
I know. So hopefully he has things going on.
No, he'll be fine.
Maybe Michael can keep him busy doing something. I don't know.
But come out and do something.
So I'm excited about that. It'll be fun. So Emmeline's looking for a job because she wants to pay for most of the trip herself for her part of it. So anyway.
Subway's always hiring.
Yeah, that's true.
Of course. Yeah.
So we'll see. You know, I mean, she needs to start getting her resumes out and stuff. She was supposed to have a volunteer position at the vet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but she emailed the guy and she hasn't heard back. So I don't know what's happening with that. We'll see. But I hope that's supposed to be starting in July. But it's not a paid position, so she really needs.
So they should really be answering her because
I
should
know
be like,
it's all volunteer.
Having someone volunteer.
We shall see. But anyway,
I can't believe how close to July we are.
I know. I feel like June just flew by.
It totally flew by.
So if anybody lives in Paris, I don't know if we could even meet up. I have no idea like what our schedule will be like or what where I'll even be. I have no idea.
But you'll know more at all. You'll know more as it gets closer.
Yes, exactly. So I'm excited.
That's awesome.
I'm very excited. My dream trip is Greece, so that's my dream trip someday. Well, but until then, Paris. I know I'll love it. It'll be great.
There's so many places now that I say I want to go, but then...
I'm exactly like you because I feel like I'm not one of those that feels like I have to see the world before I die. I'm totally fine not seeing the world. I don't have like a bucket list of like, oh my gosh, I have to go to this place and this place. But who knows? Maybe once I go to Paris, I'll be like, oh my goodness, I've got to see all these places. I don't know if that'll change in me or not.
I know. Part of me feels like that. Like, I do want to, there's so much I want to go see. Mm-hmm. But then when it comes to actually going and doing it, it's like, oh, I don't want to do it.
I know. Exactly. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
If I'll be like, I know I'll be terrified the day we go.
Yeah. Well, go see a doctor and get something to help you.
Well, I don't have the anxiety. Like, I don't know. The idea of being on a plane for that many hours, I don't like that. I feel out of control.
Well, you are. That's the problem. I know.
It's just like cruises. I don't know if I could do a cruise. I don't know. I wish I could do a little mini cruise to see.
You could.
Like a day.
3-day ones.
3 day? Okay.
Go do one of those things go have dinner on the boat. I don't know, but yeah, they do have shorter. Not out of here. You'd have to travel somewhere first.
Maybe I should try that, because I don't know if I would freak out being on a boat in the middle of the ocean.
You don't feel like you're on a boat in the middle of the ocean because the boats are so huge.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, seriously, they're just huge.
Yes.
But I mean,
but if you think about it long enough, you know you're on water.
And I love the water.
I know.
So I mean, I think for me that was like when I would go and just look out and see nothing but water. Oh my God, that just made my heart so happy.
See, to me, I feel like, oh my gosh, this water could kill me.
If I have to die, and I do, I'm fine with going in the ocean.
Okay.
I mean, take me to the ocean, that's fine.
Okay, and have a shark eat you up?
A shark wouldn't eat me up.
You don't think so?
I mean, whatever.
I don't know, it just freaks me out. I want to say I would love it, but I don't know. I'd be afraid of buying my ticket and then getting on the ship and being like, get me off.
That's funny, because I am like the definition of anxiety. I always think of worst case scenarios. That's just me. Although, like we've talked about, I've gotten better.
Yeah.
Our cruise, I was never worried.
Okay.
Which is funny, because
that is interesting.
Yeah. I think it just has the appeal of being on the ocean and
it's just soothing
to
you.
But when I do think about, would I do it again? When I think about when you hear about these ones that get stranded,
right,
or something,
or everyone gets sick,
then it's terrifying.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know. You may have just talked me out of.
Maybe we just need to go on a cruise together.
Well, that would be good, and have lots of knitting.
Then you could soothe. You could calm me down. I don't know, but then I could be completely calm as whatever. I don't know. I guess that's the thing. I don't know how I would react. So it's the unknown.
Yeah.
Of how I don't know.
Well, this Paris trip will be a great thing for you to go do.
Yes. See. I thought I told you about it. That's funny.
Well, no, you had told me that they were talking.
There was a possibility.
Right,
okay,
but I just haven't heard.
Now.
Awesome.
It's official.
I just found my other glasses.
Oh.
I have been wondering where these were.
Nice.
Yay.
Nice.
No, put them back in and forget about them again. Okay, so should we talk about this bag and our other stuff?
Yes.
Well, this is by Darn Yarn MN. And she's sent us stuff before.
Okay. I love that bag, though. I
know.
I
think she calls them not Twist and Shout, but that's like a Who song, but actually the Beatles too. But it's like you have these two this thing.
Lobster? Is it lobster clasp?
I think that's what they call it. I have to admit, I kind of struggle with it just because of the size. It's like a little too short. I'm not dissing the bag.
Right.
But I am personally struggling with the size of this thing.
Okay.
Like, it's just a little bit, maybe I'm doing it wrong, but it's a little hard for me to
get a hold of it.
Yeah, you try it.
Yeah, because
what's wrong with me? Maybe I'm thinking about it too much.
Well, there's just it's harder. It's there. You don't feel like there's something to grip onto.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can do it.
You're doing it okay. And, and the other thing is, I've found that if you just take this and kind of push. Oh, look at that. Oh my God. Okay.
There you go.
Yet another problem solved.
I know.
Oh, but undoing it. But undoing it's not. I think undoing it might be. Oh, look at that. Maybe it just takes practice.
It usually does.
But I do. I love it, and I loved the interior. There were a few that I really liked, but the interior of this one kind of drew me because it's got the moons and the stars and the bats. And I do like this outside color. It's like
I do too.
Like a green gold.
But there's like gold, and it's really pretty. It's an interesting look.
Yeah, but I like it because you can just like have it open and you're doing your thing.
Yeah. And
then if you just grab it and go, it's just.
Or you can hold it on your arm.
Yeah, when it's
I like that a lot.
It's Darn Yarn MN.
Darn Yarn MN.
She's a really cute houndstooth looking one, a black and white houndstooth that I was really tempted by. But and then what I also really like is that depending on what you have in here, this can totally like squish up and get shoved in another bag.
Nice.
If that's what you want to do. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I like it.
There she is. On Etsy.
On Etsy.
She's in Wisconsin.
Came from Wisconsin.
Okay, so I think I did look, but I liked her bags, of course.
Yeah.
But I didn't see any fabrics that I was like my eye was like I have to have that one, yet. So I'm gonna keep looking.
Absolutely.
Definitely keep looking. Did you see? Oh, okay, never mind. I thought that was a whale, but it wasn't a whale.
She had some others that I really liked just recently, but I think they all sold and it was just a different style. But Molly Klein Design had this farm bag. Did you see?
Oh, I didn't see it.
It was so funny just because of where I'm moving and stuff.
Okay, I do really like this one though. The houndstooth one.
I love the houndstooth.
The houndstooth one's really pretty.
Yeah.
So anyway, you guys will probably all go buy it, and then I won't be able to buy it.
Well, if you want to buy it, this editing thing takes a while.
That's true. I just have no reason to buy a bag. I feel horrible. In fact, when we bought our what we're gonna show, my husband was like, I thought you said you didn't need any more bags.
Did he really say that?
He did, because I had just bought, we had bought, what did we buy recently?
I don't know.
Remember.
Well, we got the bags from Darlene.
We got the bags from Darlene, but I didn't have to pay for
I know.
That,
Yeah, I don't know what we got.
What did we... I had bought a bag that was a little bit more expensive, and I had told him, I was like,
do it?
I thought we had, and I was telling him, I was like, I don't need any other bags. Like, this is it. Like, once I get this one,
this is the coup de grace. I'm never going to need another bag.
And then when I was like, I need to buy this one, he was like, well, I thought you didn't need any. I was like, yeah, I don't need it, but I just want it.
Did you guys, on Instagram, I posted a little, it was just a tiny blurb. So, oh my God, what was it? What were we talking about?
I have no idea.
I know.
Okay, I might just have to go buy it. I think
it's really cute.
I'm just gonna buy it.
You'll love it. Okay. And then when you get sick of the houndstooth, we can trade.
There you go. There you go.
Because then we'll have, two for the price of one.
Yeah. Okay, I just bought it.
Good for you. Oh, yeah. I love it. I feel like it's been a successful day now. What can I get on and buy? I want to go to Starlight and buy this, because my world fell apart with this project. I feel entitled in a way to go get the yarn for that. What Calancho?
Something like that.
Okay, yes. I'll try to put a picture in.
Yes.
Sometimes my editing is. I know that there's people that do really fancy stuff, and I love that, but I'm not that person. And then sometimes
there's nothing fancy about it.
Sometimes I say I'm going to put in a picture, and then what happens is I get the thing on my computer, and then I don't want to have to watch the whole thing to find where I said I put that picture in.
Well, that's why you're supposed to make some kind of a motion. So
really?
So that that's the motion I have to add the picture.
How'd you know that?
I've seen other podcasters do something like that.
Isn't that smart?
Yes. So we're solving all kinds of today.
Here again, 4 years in.
Yeah, they'll make some kind of a motion so they know, now.
Okay.
Add it now.
Okay, so I'm going to put a picture of this Calancho in. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, I think that sounds right, because it was weird. We were all like, how do you say it?
But it's got, it's got like a cowl, and then it's a poncho. Mm-hmm. But it also has different stitches to it, didn't it? Which would make it more interesting. I know.
You bought the pattern.
I haven't looked at it since I bought it, though.
I need to buy it.
You know what, though? I should get it printed before I disconnect and pack up my printer.
Yes, you should.
Because we're getting down to where we have no furniture.
Are you going to have a printer in your trailer? How are you going to do that? What are you going to do?
Yeah, because we're in the shop.
Okay, so you're going to set up a whole little station.
And July 1st, I think they're going to start, or maybe it's the 4th. No, it wouldn't be the 4th. Beginning of July, they're going to start the build out.
Okay.
So we'll actually end up having rooms.
Good. Okay.
So we'll be living both in the trailer, because that's where the kitchen and bathroom is.
Right.
And then.
So you won't have a kitchen and bathroom in the build out?
Well, we could do a bathroom in the build out, but there's all these rules and stuff about how you do things, and it's all in how much you want to comply with building codes
and inspections.
And that just means more money. Yes. That's all that means.
It does.
And so.
That is true.
We'll see what we do. But
because I was thinking, if you had a kitchen and bathroom, then when Bob and I come stay, we could just stay in your trailer.
Totally.
But if we're all sharing the kitchen and bathroom, then that might be a little
kitchen's kind of irrelevant, because who wants to cook anyway?
And Bob and I are fine cooking outside.
And as long as we have a way to make good coffee.
And Bob and I are okay with a bucket. So you guys could come in and use the bathroom, we could use a bucket.
That's akin to my dog licking other dogs' butts, so let's just not do that, okay? I don't want to envision you out squatting over a bucket. And then what do you do with the bucket?
Don't envision it.
Too late.
You can burn it. I don't know. Can you burn it?
I have no idea. It's not burn season, so I don't know. It's all new to me.
I know.
It's a whole different lifestyle.
Such an adventure.
Yes.
Such an adventure.
But no, right now everything's just chaos out there, and the chaos is going to get worse before it gets better, because we keep bringing stuff.
I know. How much more stuff do you have? Like, I mean, I haven't seen your whole house, but like, do you have a ton more crap to bring, or are you like?
Okay, I posted a picture on Instagram showing we moved our bed into our den.
That's hilarious.
It is hilarious. So it's a small den.
Yeah.
And we used to just have this couch recliner in it.
A huge TV.
And then a massive, like 70-something inch TV. And then you're like right there.
Yes.
Because the room is so small.
Right.
So we got that moved. Had a friend come over and helped him move it, and so we were gonna move our bed into Renata's old room because we're trying to like clear out over. Yes,
the door.
That way we can kind of be cleaning as we go, and so we thought, okay, well, let's get the bed and stuff out of our bedroom, and then after we do this podcast thing, I can get my computer packed up, and just kind of get it, and then we're like, why don't we just put the bed right in here? Because we packed up the couch, and so all we had for furniture was my glider.
And then your bed.
No, and the office chair that you usually sat in when we record.
Yes.
And that's fine for sitting and drinking a cup of coffee, but for kicking back and watching TV at the end of a very stressful or painful day. Michael was like, "This is not comfortable."
No.
So I was like, "Let's just bring our bed in here."
Yeah.
So, I love it.
That's perfect. It's
Why don't we just live like this now?
That's right.
We don't have kids at home anymore. We could totally just live like that.
Or you're learning how to live in a smaller, confined space.
Much smaller,
you're getting ready for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So, yeah.
That's funny.
But, so, yeah, as far as furniture goes, we've got a glider, a chair. There's like the little table that my computer's on.
So everything's cleared out of the attic. Everything's cleared out of the girls' bedrooms.
The girls are all gone.
Wow.
We're
so
down.
Your kitchen just has to be packed pretty much?
I've done a lot of the kitchen.
Okay.
There's just a few areas left that I need, and then some bathroom stuff. But it's to the point where, if you've moved ever, you know that you get down to that stuff that it's like, do I throw it out?
Right.
Do I pack this and save it for a year?
Exactly.
Or does it get thrown into the chaos of the stuff that we're going to have to rifle through while we're in transition?
Yeah, so that's the annoying stuff.
It is. Sadly, you end up, I do feel guilty every time I put something in the garbage that, because our landfill situation, you feel bad throwing stuff out.
Right.
But I'm not going to.
But then what do? Go to the neighbors here? You want some random stuff?
I mean, we donate a ton to Salvation Army or Goodwill, but this is good because it makes you think before you buy things for a while.
Totally, because you have to evaluate if you have space for it.
And am I going to want this in a week?
Yeah. Yeah.
So speaking of those things, let's show some more stuff that we bought.
Yeah, exactly. And now you all know I have that houndstooth bag coming, so.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So I had seen, it's funny. It's always funny.
I know,
it's always just funny. I had seen these train cases on Jimmy Bean Wool's, Instagram feed by Namaste.
Yeah.
And I loved it. It's a box. I mean, who doesn't love a box?
Yeah, it's a cute box.
And of course, I've had boxes like this for makeup.
Oh yeah.
For $20. But they didn't have the magnetic lid.
I know.
And they don't have the hole for your yarn to come
Which
out.
I love that the hole, if you decide not to, you can just take it out.
It's awesome. You're
not committed. Yeah.
We do not like being committed to having your yarn in a hole.
Committed to anything.
And so.
Insane asylum, whatever. We don't want to be committed,
The blush had been out for a long time.
Oh, it had. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and so I put my name on a list to be notified when they were back in stock.
Okay.
And so in the meantime, I was like, I don't need any more bags.
Right.
I'm not going to do that. When they notify me that the blush is in, I'm not going to buy it because, I already have all these bags, blah, blah, blah. Then I got the email that it was in, and immediately I was like, oh.
What was I thinking?
Of course I'm going to buy it. I love it. I have to have it. So I got it.
So funny.
And then when it came, I was like, not loving the color. I was like, it actually, like if I'm holding it here, I like how it looks there better than here.
Yes, see, I'm holding it back.
Yes,
we thought it was more like holding it forward. Pink.
This looks like a nice blush pink, but in reality,
it's more of a
like a lilac-y kind of. Yeah. So Leslie was nice and said, oh, I'll take the pink if you want a different color. And so I was this close to saying, get me black. And we'll just, but I have a lot of black.
I know.
And
I hadn't seen it in person.
Yeah.
So I was thinking pink. I love pink.
I know.
Pink's my favorite. So that's why I was like, I'll just buy that one from you if you want to order a different one, because I definitely like the pink.
Yeah.
But then when I got it, I was like, I get what she's saying now.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely not a pink.
It's not the pink that we wanted.
But it's still, I still though look at the other colors and go, I don't think I'd want any of the other colors.
Same.
So if I had to choose, this is still the color I would choose.
The teal is nice, but I had one of their big backpack in that teal color, and I mean I like it, but I really just wanted
I'm just not a teal person.
Yeah.
Some people are teal people, and that's fine.
And I love black. Black's one of my very favorite colors, but I mean,
yeah.
So,
I like pink. Yeah, so I was like, this is the closest to what, I mean, if it was brighter pink, I'd be happier.
Yeah.
But it's fine. I like it. I really like it. I still haven't really used it yet. My husband was like, so have you used it? I'm like,
Really? He asks about those things?
Yeah, because he's always curious, like, do you like it? Are you glad you got it? And I'm like, yeah. I mean, I put some stuff in it, but I haven't really, like, used it. I've got stuff in it.
I wish I could remember what it was I was asking. I was saying something about color, and my husband, in all seriousness, I mean, he actually said this in all seriousness. He looks at me and says, I just don't know why the color matters.
Yeah.
And I had him repeat it several times, and then I recorded him saying it, and I shamed him on Instagram, because I was dumbfounded.
As a knitter, of course.
Well, no, I mean, how can you seriously say that to someone who, like, collects, who has hundreds of skeins of different colored yarn?
Yes.
And who
and
feels
we'll buy
that way?
something just because of the color.
Totally, because or the name of the color.
Or the name of the color, yeah.
How can you say what does color? I would think, even honestly, even if you're not like a knitter or something,
right.
How can you not? I should tell them, okay, let's paint the house pink.
Right.
I mean, if color doesn't matter, he cares. He cares. He got a white truck. He always wants a white vehicle.
Yes, it matters.
Color doesn't matter. What the hell?
It matters.
Anyways, I don't
everybody has their favorite color. I mean, when you meet somebody, it's not the first question you ask, what's your favorite color? But I don't know, it's like everybody has a favorite color or a color they're hooked to. I don't know, especially as knitters. I feel like you're always I don't know.
Yeah, I just thought that was the weirdest thing you could possibly say to.
You're pairing colors together.
I would have been less shocked if he looked at me and said, "I think we should get a divorce." I mean, it was that foreign to me, you know. I just don't see why color matters. I just never thought I'd hear those words come out of his mouth.
Yeah. Especially knowing the craft you like. Of course, colors matter. But anyway, but I do like how the lid is magnetized. So these magnets are powerful.
They are.
My gosh, they're so powerful.
I've got my I've got a Winter's Bliss Lolo.
I didn't even think about that.
Oh,
I was just thinking of patterns, like sticking my pattern up there.
Pair of scissors.
That's amazing.
I had my darning needle that I took out.
That's amazing.
Was on there.
You could have a stitch marker connected to it. Your little cute little stitch marker. Could probably stuck to it right there.
This one here, my little Oso.
So cute,
My auntie. Look at that.
That's so cute.
Oso. I'm just gonna keep him away from other things so he doesn't look my mouth.
So anyway, I do like the functionality of this box.
And like you said, I was actually using it for my project, for my thing that I just ripped out.
Yeah.
And it was nice to be able to open when I decided, because like somewhere I was going, probably to Carrie's. I didn't want to take this.
Yes.
And so I was using that darn yarn MN bag that I just showed. And so it was really easy to just open this up, grab my mini out.
And it comes with this in it too.
Yeah, which is
nice.
handy.
It snaps.
Yeah, I've actually got stuff in that one.
Yeah. So just a simple bag that snaps that you can put stuff in.
Right now mine's packed because I have my community service and other things in it to show. But other than that, it's got a bunch of minis for my, now I'll be, again, starting over. So.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
From Elevate Fibers, I had bought that one canvas bag from them, the green one. I love it. That was from them. Well, so I started looking at their yarn, and they have this not mystery skein, but like every month they do a theme, and they show you a picture of kind of what they're drawing from. And this one was like a seahorse and water and stuff. So I ordered it, and it came, and I love it. It's Monterey Bay Seahorse.
Nice.
It's the name. Imagine that, actually. It
reminds me of the beach. I mean, before you said that, I was like, it looks beachy.
It's really pretty. Yeah. I was pleased when I got it, because a lot of times I won't do those anymore because I just think I'm disappointed, but I was happy with this one.
Yeah.
And I think it's just a fingering 4-ply. Oh, it's merino and silk.
Ooh,
and
nice.
merino and silk. That's why it feels so nice. You should feel that.
Yeah, that's very soft.
Nice.
Very soft.
So, anyway,
that's nice.
I like them.
Fun. Well, I had ordered for Carrie a Simply Serving stitch marker from Lindsay. She's the shop owner of Simply Serving. She's such an artist. Like, she's amazing. I love watching her videos on how she makes these adorable stitch markers. So anyway, I bought it for Carrie, but then I had to have it for myself too because I love s'mores, and it was so cute. And oh my gosh! So I ordered it as a stitch marker. I like stitch markers more than I do progress keepers. I just use them more. So it's this cute little s'mores. It's adorable marshmallow with a face on it. So I gave one to Carrie because I know Carrie loves camping. She camps all summer. I'm always jealous of her. She's always hiking and going on some adventure. So, but I had to order it for myself too. So, anyway.
And she told me I think you tagged me on.
Yeah. Yes.
And I follow this gal anyway, but
oh my gosh.
She's
amazing.
The orcas.
She's just so good.
I don't know if you're able to really deal with the cuteness, or even see it, but
the detail.
I ordered it, and I have ordered killer whale orca stuff from different. This is the best I've ever seen, especially given how tiny it is.
It is.
And I got it. I love these type clasps because you can use it as a progress keeper or a stitch marker.
Yep.
Those lobster ones are hard for me, but I love that not everyone, but a lot of folks are going to these because they're so much easier. But so I love it. I mean, seriously, I can't tell if you guys can see it because I can't see much. But
the detail is
so
good.
Perfect.
I know. When you watch her Insta stories and how she does it, it's like it's truly a piece of art.
Absolutely,
it's amazing. So she's so talented. Oh my gosh, I'm always tempted to her Harry Potter ones that she's doing.
Oh gosh. I kind of wish I didn't know because
I know
when you told me, I was like, okay, fine, I'll order it. Even though I really kind of expected to be disappointed in it, just because I've ordered so many killer whale things, and it's been like, okay, I see it's black and white, but it's just not quite. This is awesome.
Her stuff is quality. It's so well made.
Perfect.
Oh my gosh, it's so adorable. So anyway, check out Simply Serving Lindsay. Her stuff is amazing. So good. She's just I love when people can take their craft that they do so well and turn it into something that that others knitters can love and enjoy. Yeah, it's just she's so talented. So that was my only community service. Those two things, the box and
a stitch of other
and I did buy yarn from Dear Sweet Angelique, but I gave that to Carrie as part of her birthday present.
Well, I didn't buy yarn at her shop, but I loved these earrings.
Yes.
And I've purposefully left them on here and not worn them so that I would remember to show them.
Oh, nice.
Because otherwise, who knows where they'd be. But they're dog paw prints. They're so cute. So now I can
wear them.
Yeah, now I can start wearing those.
I can wear them. Yeah.
We went out to her boring location.
Not boring. Just the town of boring
place.
Yes.
And my son and daughter-in-law, my stepson and daughter-in-law, for Mother's Day got me this Barnyard Knits pressed flowers skein. Isn't that awesome?
So pretty.
So I don't know if you know what's funny? My daughter-in-law's Kim, and Barnyard Knits is Kim.
Interesting.
Did Kim pick this out on her own, or did Kim ask Kim? Because this is a great color.
It is a great color.
So I don't know how she did that, but she did good. And what's awesome is I have a skein of this in sparkle.
Ooh,
so I could work them together and get something a little bit larger and make it all just kind of sparkling.
Perfect.
Yeah,
perfect. Very fun. It matches your box perfectly too.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's important.
It's perfect. It is.
Okay, just a couple other things. So you guys, this is so amazing. This thing right here.
I'm so excited to see
it. You're gonna love it or you're gonna think, okay, Michelle bought another useless gadget. But
no, I'm sure it'll be amazing.
It's amazing because you know how when you're doing a project that you're using multiple colors.
Yes.
I don't know if you have this problem, but I always forget which color is my CC1 or my CC2. Or, so I always have to look back and have it written out. And I color or I do all these things. Well, this from Post Stitch is a My Color Keeper.
Oh, nice.
So you can tie little pieces of whatever color your yarn is.
That's so cute.
Yeah, so you have your main color, and then it can go up to 11
goodness.
contrasting colors, which I will never need that many probably, but
that's really smart.
Isn't that brilliant?
No, that's a very very useful.
So even for me on a shawl that say takes 3 colors,
right,
I would use this.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Yes,
because I forget things.
Totally.
And
that's great.
Brilliant.
Very smart. Very smart. Who's that from?
From Post Stitch.
Okay, Post Stitch.
And it's
Are they
called
on Etsy?
No, I believe they have their own website.
Okay.
And it's called My Color Keeper.
That's great. That's a really smart idea.
Yeah, I'll try to post that. I'll try to link that.
Christmas gifts, Kay.
Oh, you've got a birthday coming.
Wow, yeah.
Oh my gosh, you totally do.
Yeah, a little ways away.
And I already ordered you a little thing, but you know that I'm never going to be able to wait till your birthday to give it to you. So when it gets here, I'll be giving it to you.
Nice.
It's no big deal.
Nice.
I mean, it's cute, but want to guess what it is? I'm just kidding.
I have no idea.
So
well, let me guess. It's probably one of those heavy duty your row counter things that I'm always making fun of.
No, I'm not giving you one.
Okay.
You don't get one. You've made fun of it too much.
It's so funny.
I ordered from Seawall Fibers. Remember they sent us those cute little nut. The Viking.
Yes,
Well, now they had one where he was like flying with a skein of yarn.
Cute.
It's really cute.
That's fun.
Let's see if you can see that.
So
I love it. He's so cute.
He is.
And I love that there's always a little piece of information on the back about this story. And so then the gal is so nice. And this couldn't have come on a better day. I was in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
And I hate sounding like such a whiner, but it's just been there's times where it's just been excruciating.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like it's this pinched nerve. I'm pretty sure it's just a pinched nerve that's going. I thought it was a sciatica thing, and so I lived with it for a couple months, and then I finally went to the doctor because it wasn't getting better. It was getting worse, and then they put me on a 10-day prednisone treatment, which I thought was going to totally fix everything. Because prednisone fixes everything.
Right.
Not it. And then it started getting worse. And then it kind of went down, and it really manifested in my knee. And I mean, it just like awful, like can't walk kind of stuff.
That's not
you know.
Good. That's not good.
So I went to the doctor again, and we got to get an X-ray on my knee, and that just shows that I have mild osteoarthritis in my knee, which is no big deal. And so that again just tells me, it's probably in the back. So I'm waiting for them to call me to schedule an MRI, which. It's kind of like, why? Because are you really going to do surgery, even if that's, if it's like a whatever? I mean, I don't even know that I'd do anything. I know I have degenerative disc disease, and I've got bone spurs back there. So I've had normal pain back there for years, just the normal run-of-the-mill. I mean, I understand that. This has been something so different. And so I've done the massage. I went to acupuncture even the other day. I would try anything.
Right.
And so now I'm just kind of waiting to see. It doesn't help that we're moving.
Oh no.
I mean, I know that that's only aggravating the situation.
Totally.
And who knows? With as slow as Kaiser is, this thing could resolve itself before they get me in for an MRI. And if it does, that's great. But otherwise, I want to do something because
definitely you feel like you have to do something. You can't just
No, you can't just live like that.
No. That's
so
horrible.
She sent me these skeins of yarn, and I assumed they were for a giveaway or to share. But then she said, I sent them as a gift for you.
Oh, sweet.
And she sent me a picture showing how pretty they look together.
Oh, neat.
Because I immediately thought, this one's for Leslie and this one's for me.
Why? What?
Just because it's like orangish and stuff.
It's for you. She sent it to you.
I know, but I was just saying that when I first saw it, it seemed like, that's a great Leslie color.
No.
Oh my gosh, we look really freaky.
But
sometimes it changes.
I know.
And so,
let's hope.
Yeah, otherwise, we're outside.
We're really,
And these are really pretty.
They are gorgeous.
Even though they look really weird
here.
here.
They still look pretty.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're just really pretty colors.
Yes.
And they do look.
So what did she knit with it that she put them together? What was it?
It was, she showed them together in a brioche project.
Oh, interesting.
Imagine how pretty.
Oh, yeah, it'd be beautiful.
She told me what these names meant. I think there's, no, I'm not even going to try to. But they have Digby neck. I don't know what. Digby neck is a spectacular slip of nature. Oh, this talks about the area where they're at. as far as these specific names, I told her I was going to Google them so that I know when I talked about them.
Yeah.
I don't think they don't look nearly as pretty on screen as they really do.
Yeah, no, it's
maybe if the clouds come and cover up.
That's right.
But anyway,
they're beautiful though. I mean, they look beautiful on screen, but they're prettier in person.
They're definitely prettier in person.
Yeah.
I think our lights just...
And they do look great together. Like, it's interesting how they go together because there's some pops of the orange in here, the rust.
And at first I wouldn't have... I mean, I wouldn't have been brave enough to actually knit these together. But when I saw the picture of what she sent, it was like...
Makes sense.
Wow, those do look really pretty together.
Beautiful, beautiful. Who's that by again?
Seawall Fibers.
Seawall Fibers. Mm-hmm. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
That's that.
Fun.
Thank you.
Yes. More yarn you got to go store somewhere or take with you.
I will just take it with me and maybe use it before, before I'm reunited with
reunited with all your yarn.
Because I do have some stuff, some skeins. Well, I think actually those ended up at Carrie's too. So it's weird having your stuff like not in your reach.
Yes, yeah. No.
What if I have to have something out of there?
Oh my gosh.
But the reality is
you'll be fine.
I'm busy.
Yes.
There's just, even though you want to take the time to knit because that's your therapy or whatever, by the time you get to that point in the day, you're just tired. Or you're, not even taking into consideration all this other stuff, you're just sore from, moving and stuff.
So what will your day look like living there? I'm trying to picture
what am I going to do?
Yeah.
Well, at first, I'm going to be busy organizing the chaos.
Yeah.
Of
the shop.
The shop chaos, and then setting up living quarters.
Right.
Temporary, and then we have to. So this one wall, the far wall in the shop where he put all these shelving units.
Oh right.
With all our bins and boxes, we have to move.
Yes.
Yeah. Because that's where the build out's going to go. So that will keep us busy, that'll be busy.
Yeah.
And then, what will my day be like once that's done and then I'm still waiting for the house to be built?
Right.
Probably.
And while the build out's being done, because you're not going to be doing the build out.
No.
So it's I'm just curious, what your day to day will look like.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably me crying because I miss my kids or something.
Hopefully they'll be coming out. Have they been out there much? I mean, Rebecca has.
They've both been there.
Okay.
But,
Rebecca more than Renata, right?
No, I don't. I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
I just remember hearing about Rebecca going out with Michael.
Yeah, maybe Renata hasn't really gone.
But I was like, I haven't heard much about Renata going out.
Yeah, maybe she hasn't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't know. I mean, Michael can stay busy because he'll be doing stuff.
Exactly. He seems like that type that would always be working on the land or doing something. But I'm just trying to think, what are you going to do? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Come down here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go to Lori's, go to Carrie's, go to your house.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think,
you'll have to have a new normal. I mean, you'll have to have a new schedule of it'll be different, but it'll be, you'll figure it out. It's like anytime when you go camping, the first day you're camping or you go on vacation, you don't really know what you're doing. And then by the third day, you start to settle into a routine, and then you're going home. And
that's when I want to go home. Yeah. That's what's going to be weird is I don't that's not the option that I'll have.
That's true.
But it's also not going to be campsite camping.
Right.
So
exactly.
I don't know, you guys. We'll just have to see. We're in it together.
Yep. Yep. It'll be good. It'll be good.
It still seems weird to me that it's happening.
I know. Bob was asking me when you're actually out of here, and I was like, well, I think it's this next week.
Yeah.
What's the
day?
28th. 28th. So that's what?
Thursday
Friday?
Or Friday?
Emmy's birthday's Tuesday. That's the 25th.
Wow.
So that'd be Friday.
Yeah.
So it'd be Friday. It'd be the 28th.
We go sign on Wednesday, and
yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, it's weird.
Are you taking this stuff with you, your wind chimes?
No, he says we're just gonna leave those. Okay. We've taken some of our yard stuff, but the girl there, we're not gonna take her. I mean, she kind of just goes. And, the people that are buying asked if Michael was interested in selling his big gun safe.
Oh, right.
In the shop, and so we sold them that, which I'm so happy about. Because who wants to move that?
No, so heavy. That would be no fun.
So yeah, I don't know I'll keep you posted. It'll probably involve a lot of time with the dogs.
Yep.
And why? I mean, because like we can't just let them out. We don't have a fenced yard there.
Right.
So we'll put something up so that they can go out and go potty or whatever. Mm-hmm. But also, still, I'll have to walk him to go potty.
Definitely.
And I don't know. I mean, like, I know that I should try to be helpful in certain ways as we're dealing with stuff, but I don't want to work the farm.
No,
That's not my thing.
Well, and sometimes trying to be helpful is not helpful. It's like you want to be helpful if you're really helpful.
Yeah.
But it's like if you're not, then, you know.
And if it's miserable for me, you know.
You're not going to be happy.
Right.
Yeah. And then he won't be happy.
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess as things go, if something seems like something I want to do, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because that's how I feel when we're there. When we were supposed to go meet Nick and Kim and the kids there one day, and I was like, well, why don't we just go to their house or something? Because there's nothing to do there.
Right.
Because we didn't even have the RV there or anything. It's like, what do you do? I mean, you're out. Because I'm not an outdoorsy person.
Right.
Like, I like to sit outside on a porch.
Right.
I like to go walking and hiking, and I love the beach. But, like, to just go sit on a plot of land that's, like, it's not even. There's, like, hill, which he's going to fix. He's, you know, he's going to get it all nice, but it's going to be a while.
Yeah.
And so, like, I'm thinking, well, what do you do? I mean...
Yeah.
Even if you have a situation like our yard here, you can go pull weeds or you can, you know, but it's not like that there. It's just a bunch of land and trees and dirt and things that some people love. And I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying
and I love that kind of thing, but yet even I don't know what that would look like because I've never experienced that before. So I say I love that, but I'm like, but I still don't know what I would do.
Right.
You know, like I picture myself just getting a blanket and laying out in the land and just being like the peace and quiet. Yeah, reading a book and knitting or something. But I'm like, you can only do that for so long. And then what?
I know.
So it's like I picture myself doing that, but I don't know. But then I'd want to get up and go to Target, you know, or go shopping. Like, so I don't know. Like
I'll probably do more online shopping.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I don't know if that's possible. But
yeah.
I don't know if we get deliveries. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
But yeah, so I don't know. It's a totally different way of life, and I think it would be awesome. I'd have to do it for a while.
Well, come do it with me for a while.
Yes, to see if I would love it. Yeah.
See what we can do.
Yeah, exactly. I would love to experience that, to see if I would like it. I don't know. I think I would, but I don't know. Yeah.
I'll go exploring.
Yeah, totally.
Because, like, I know nothing about Longview. I know nothing about Rainier or Clatskanie. Like,
that'll be fun. That'll be fun exploring.
But there's, like, nothing there. And so my dad was asking me something about it, again, about, like, where he would stay, or, you know, whatever. And I was like, I don't know. There's like nothing there. And Michael's in the background saying, yes, there is. Yes. And well, apparently you can go online and Google these places.
Okay.
I don't know why I haven't done that, but I figure I'll be there soon enough.
Yeah.
But, you know, so my dad has actually seen more of Rainier and Clatskanie than I have just by going online.
Well, and I'm sure there's Airbnbs he could stay in. I'm sure there's places out there that, you know, he could stay in.
There's a hotel or something. Or really, he could ultimately stay at our place down at the, because he doesn't like to stay in our house with us.
Right.
But, I don't know. I kind of hate the thought of him even driving up here. He's 81, which I know, I mean...
Would he fly?
No.
He does not like flying?
He'll just drive, but I worry about him.
Oh, totally, totally. No, I don't blame you. I would too, for sure.
Not saying you're not capable at 81. Exactly. It's just, I mean, I'm 51 and I feel like maybe I shouldn't drive.
Well, especially driving by yourself. I mean, that's a big deal when you're that age.
It's hard to stay awake.
Yeah. I would have a heck of a time.
Yeah.
I am not a good tired driver. I told Bob that's the thing that scares me the most, driving Emmy to Estacada, and it's only half an hour each way. But there's some mornings when I would drive her where I would just... I'm one of those, if I get tired, I will just fall asleep.
Same here, yeah.
I have no problem just closing my eyes.
When I used to go pick Tony up first thing in the morning and have to drive in the traffic through Portland, I would. There'd be times where I'd, you know, and that's a terrible feeling.
It's scary.
Yeah.
Whereas Bob's the type that if he starts to get tired, which doesn't happen very often, he'll open a window, like he'll do things to keep himself awake. I don't. I've
tried the window thing.
I just close my eyes. It's not good. So now that Emmy can drive, it's good, because there's some times where I'm like, you need to drive because I'm too tired. I can't drive both ways. Like, you're gonna have to drive home or drive to school. You're
never gonna come visit me without Bob.
No, I will.
We'll just won't do it early in the morning.
Yeah. But no, I will. I totally will. Yeah. I think it's. I know. I think it's mostly during that time of the month when I'm PMSing that I get I'm more tired. So I think it has something to do with that. Because then there's certain days where I have no problem driving her to school, and I don't feel like I'm going to fall asleep.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it's summer, so I don't have to do that for the rest of the summer.
Yes, yay.
So.
Nice break.
Yes.
So
awesome break.
Yeah, we'll
next
see.
time we see you, my niece will probably be here.
Yes.
You'll be moved, and we'll be podcasting from some other location.
Yeah, so we'll have lots to talk about.
It'll be fun. Yes.
It'll be interesting.
Yes, it'll be fun.
Or at least interesting.
Mm-hmm. It'll be interesting. It'll be good.
We don't know how fun it's
I'm excited. I'm excited for you. I think it'll be good. It'll be weird though, not having you like 10 minutes away.
I know, because we've literally lived.
Well, even closer.
I mean, yeah, before. we were like within walking distance before.
A couple blocks before.
That was nice.
Yes.
And that's when our kids were little and did things together, so that was really cool.
That was perfect.
But yeah, now I want to stay positive.
Yes.
And I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. We're staying positive.
Yeah, it'll be okay.
It'll be fine.
So I keep telling myself it's going to be okay.
It'll be okay.
But that is an interesting question. Like, what's my day going to be like?
Yeah. Because anytime you move to a different place or go on a trip, you feel like when we went to the beach, I told Bob when we stayed in that Airbnb, I said I felt like we needed to stay another 5 days because I felt like right when we were ready to leave, I was starting to like settle into like, okay, we got up at around this time, we went and sat on the front porch, we drank our coffee, we started to have kind of a little bit of a routine, and then you go home.
Right.
And so it's like I would like to like settle in and feel like what it feels like to be there for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like what would that look like? But anytime you move to a new place, it's like, what is it going to look like? What are you going to do?
Yeah, and this is different for us because our kids aren't moving with us.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
I mean, it is. It's definitely a lot of life changes.
Oh, completely, all in one time.
All at once.
All at once, yeah.
And, I mean, really, the first couple of weeks are going to be just busy dealing with the stuff.
You'll be very busy doing stuff,
and trying to find a way to make things work.
Yep. Figuring out, where to put things, how things work for you. Yeah. So. And you've always been really good at that. I remember camping with you, and you were always, like, so organized and had a place for everything, and everything was, I don't know, it was just...
That's because I don't like having things outside of my comfort zone.
Right, exactly.
I'm not a very adaptable person.
Right, no, so it was good.
I like things to be,
So I'm sure you'll have it dialed in no time to how you want it, or what works good for you. So, it'll be good. So 2 weeks from now, it'll be after the 4th of July. Mm-hmm. Just after the 4th of July, right? So we'll plan on recording sometime then.
Yeah, we'll just figure out where, and we'll let you know.
Maybe we'll be from your place, because Bob keeps telling me, he's like, when are we going to go down and visit their place? I want to see their place. And I'm like, okay, we'll figure it out. So maybe it'll be from your place.
Yeah, once we're there, like the other day when we were up just for that short time, I got a hold of Lori and said, hey, we're going to be at the property. If you guys want to stop by, no pressure, just, And they weren't able to make it, and it turned out we were kind of glad because really we're not in a position yet to
entertain
at all. Where would you even sit?
Yes.
You can just stand here and talk to us, but I mean, I guess you could sit in the RV, but
see, I would sit on the ground. Like, I would be like perfectly fine sitting in the grass.
I'm allergic to grass. I'm not gonna sit in it. I mean, I'm a city girl. It's in my DNA.
This will be funny.
Yeah.
This will be good. She's moving to the country just to entertain all of you.
Yeah.
So that's the real reason she's moving to a whole other environment.
Another environment,
just to entertain viewers.
Yeah. All right. Glad you're entertained.
This will be fun. I am very entertained. Very entertained. It'll be fun. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, we'll be in touch.
We will be in touch.
We'll see you guys in a while.
Yeah. Maybe we'll be wearing overalls and
that's what
hats
every time I talk to my dad, have you bought your overalls yet?
That's funny.
Yes, and I'm gonna get some shit kicker boots and a big straw hat, and I'll start smoking
riding
a pipe.
on horses.
Yeah.
Pipe smoking's good. We can do that.
Well, we'll get goats.
Yeah.
And chickens and stuff.
Can't ride goats though.
I can. No, I'm joking. I'd squish that poor little thing. that would really get peed on my case.
Right, that would not be good. That would not be good.
Okay.
Oh boy.
All right. Well, thanks for being with us.
Yes.
We do love that.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. On to new adventures.
On to new adventures all together.
Yeah, I would cheers to that, but I have no coffee left.
Well, the coffee I have left is cold.
Yes. So I have to go pee really bad.
I do too. Is that why you're rocking?
A little bit. And I'm getting the jitters a little bit because I've had too much caffeine on my food.
Okay. Well, we're going to go fix at least the peeing part to take care of.
Yes.
All right, we'll see you guys.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.